Education, very important for all of us, whether it's our grandkids getting back in school in a week or two, or ourselves taking some classes for enjoyment and enrichment. And the folks that provide some great classes throughout the area is the South Orange County Community College District. TJ Prendergast joins us today, one of the trustees there. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You're a busy guy, a school teacher up in Tustin as well, I believe, correct?
Correct.
So you're about ready to gear up for that, but you're also, college is already back in action for the year.
Yes, yeah. Classes started last week. We had the flex week prior to that where the staff came back for professional development and information about upcoming issues that they'll be dealing with throughout the year.
Good. So most recent trustees meeting, what's been going on with the trustees?
A lot of exciting things are happening right now with the startup. We have the new Learning Resource Center at Saddleback was remodeled and opened back up, along with a revitalized Student Health Center. We actually took a tour of that before our board meeting on Monday, and it's very well done. A lot of things are going to be much better service for the students for their $18 health plan that they pay for. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of things going on at IVC as well with they have new faculty hired throughout both campuses, 27 new faculty at Saddleback, 9 new faculty at IVC to replace those that went through the retirement program last year. So it's been very, very active summer and start of the school year.
So some new people and perhaps some new ideas and at least some different lesson plans than people may have had in previous semesters up there as well. Well, a lot of things are going on in the state, a lot of discussion, even at the presidential election this year. They're talking a lot about education. Obviously, the community colleges play a vital role in the educational process. We keep hearing that the state universities and state colleges are having to cut back on their enrollment. Is that causing more students to head your way?
Yeah, we see a little bit of an interesting dynamic happening there where not only did our fees go up, all the other levels went up, so it kind of levels out that you would think, oh, well, our enrollment would go down because of the fee raise, but it's actually leveled off because of the fee raise at the levels higher than us. And so we're seeing a little bit of an increase in enrollment, but not as much as some would think because our fees went up as well. Mm-hmm.
And of course, you continue to provide a variety of types of classes, and obviously the flexibility in the community college has been touted for years. You're able to come up with new programs much quicker, it seems like, than the state institutions for changes in what kind of jobs are available and all of that. So a lot of flexibility that you folks are able to have, and maybe some of those new teachers will be teaching some of those new types of classes as well.
Sure. We do have a number of things happening at the state level. There's the Student Success Task Force, which is putting out recommendations based on a law passed in order for the community colleges to look at graduation rates and transfer rates and things of that nature. And of course made a few people nervous around here because it sounded like they were going to be doing things to the emeritus programs and workforce education, things of that nature. We're fortunate enough to not have to worry about too much of that because of our tax structure and so forth with basic aid. So we're able to keep those programs.
Good.
And have that flexibility. But there are a number of surrounding districts that are going through a lot of trouble with the budget cuts, and potentially more to come depending on what happens in November if Proposition 30 doesn't go a certain way.
We will, of course, stay alert to all of those things as taxpayers, since we help pay for those things, but also, as you mentioned, a lot of our folks here are enjoying those emeritus classes that you folks offer as well, and you also have an emeritus program out of IVC, I understand, so people up in the Irvine area enjoying some of those classes as well. So there's lots of opportunities. Lifelong learning is not just a statement, but it's a reality with the community colleges.
And it's a charge of ours. It's in our mission. It's what we do. So, yeah. So it is very important.
In the midst of these budget restrictions, you folks are also continuing to upgrade the facilities, whether it's new software, new hardware, new buildings, which shows good fiscal restraint in certain areas, but able to have the money available for things that are needed as well.
Correct. Yeah, we have a very strict policy on maintaining our academic budget within what the state would require if we were getting our money directly from them. And then what we all have left over we use for capital outlay and building improvement. And we're fortunate enough not to have to pass bonds to do that. That we don't have to come to the taxpayers for more money to have nice facilities and
Right.
upgraded technology and things of
Right.
that nature.
It was interesting, and of course, as you know, this community is coming up in 2 years on its 50th anniversary. And one of the things that happened early on in this community was actually support for building Saddleback, which was in the 60s, and everybody said, oh, people 55 aren't going to vote for anything at the colleges with what's going on the campuses these days. People here actually flew in the face of all that, stepped up and voted for the first bonds to build Saddleback College. So
Sure.
it's always been a good relationship between this community and the district down there. Any final comments from the most recent trustees meeting that you'd like to share with our
No,
viewers?
we got some good presentations on things that are upcoming with the final budget and so forth. It wasn't the most exciting meeting of all meetings, but because budgets can be that way. But we're very excited about the new year starting and
Good.
things that are upcoming.
We always have to pay the bills, and that's what you guys do every time at the meeting is come up with the dollars to make it all work. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here in a few months with more, and we appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today. Again, another member of the Board of Trustees, P.J. Prendergast, one of the gentlemen who's involved with the board and the Board of Trustees of the South Orange County Community College District, bringing you some great classes right here. And of course, you can also sign up for on-campus classes, which I might recommend. That's a lot of fun to get back on the college campus occasionally and check that out. We'll be coming right back with more as we continue on with our program for you here on Channel 6.